Hey guys, it's Owen from Wrestling Inc. back with another wrestling news roundup. Without any further ado, let's get into today's biggest stories in the world of professional wrestling. Triple H now responsible for WWE Creative. In a continuation of the shake-up behind the scenes at WWE, it has now been confirmed that Triple H, Paul Levesque, is now the top man responsible for the creative in WWE going forward. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter tweeted out shortly Monday afternoon, quote, "Email just sent to WWE employees, Paul Levesque is the top man responsible for creative," end quote. The news comes on the back of Vince McMahon's shocking retirement from WWE this past Friday. In his retirement, McMahon has apparently relinquished all of his current WWE duties following the shocking news of his retirement, which does include creative responsibilities. Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics has reported that McMahon is, quote, retiring from all roles, including head of creative. Wrestling Inc. has also been able to confirm from a spokesperson that he is retiring in full. Current interim CEO and chairwoman Stephanie McMahon and WWE President Nick Khan will be taking charge of the company as co-CEOs, while Paul Triple H Levesque has returned to his role as Executive Vice President of Talent Relations as a replacement for John Laurinaitis. However, with now Levesque taking charge of creative, it is unknown what his role will be in talent relations going forward, as well as Bruce Pritchard's role in creative. Pritchard is the executive director of both Raw and SmackDown and previously oversaw creative in addition with McMahon. News broke of McMahon's retirement on Friday after he tweeted, quote, "At 77, it's time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe, then, now, forever, together," end quote. The announcement comes after news broke back in mid-June by the Wall Street Journal that the WWE board were investigating allegations that McMahon had reportedly paid $3 million in hush money to a former paralegal that had previously worked for the company that he was supposedly having an affair with. The Wall Street Journal then followed up with another report earlier this month that McMahon had paid off an additional 3 women for a total of more than $12 million in hush money. He also allegedly coerced a former wrestler into giving him oral sex before demoting and releasing her, and sent a former employee unsolicited nude pictures that she presented to the company. Following the initial investigation, McMahon voluntarily stepped down from his role as the CEO and chairman of the company, but still served as the WWE's head of creative until his retirement last Friday. Wrestling Inc. was able to acquire an internal memo that was sent out to all talent from McMahon himself. People backstage were reportedly ambushed by the news of McMahon's retirement and are currently reeling from the news. Meanwhile, Brock Lesnar apparently walked out of SmackDown before returning for the end of the show. When it comes to Levesque and talent relations, many of the WWE superstars were rejoicing. According to Fightful Select, talent were optimistic about Levesque returning to the talent relations position. Levesque assumed the role from Bruce Pritchard, who himself was serving as an interim executive vice president of talent relations after John Laurinaitis was placed on administrative leave following the revelation that he was also under investigation for his role in a series of hush money payments allegedly made by former WWE chairman and CEO Vince McMahon to former female employees. According to Fightful, the move means that Laurinaitis is likely finished with the company, a turn of events that was seemingly met with jubilation from talent, with one unnamed wrestler calling Laurinaitis a, quote, snake. Pritchard is reported to be done with talent relations as well and will be focusing on his role in creative. However, with the revelation that Triple H will be taking over in the role of creative, Pritchard's role is currently unknown. Talent had been reportedly worried about Pritchard working in both talent relations and creative, but apparently things went smoothly. When it comes to Triple H's role in talent relations, a wrestler referred to as a top talent wondered why Levesque had been removed from the position in the first place. Another talent described Levesque as approachable and said he understands what they're going through. The main consensus seems to be that Levesque will need to adapt to the company's new hiring policies, but otherwise is a good choice to bring some stability back to the company as the board of directors continues its investigation into McMahon and Laurinaitis. According to the report by Fightful Select, Levesque will not resume his role at the helm of WWE's developmental brand NXT, which is still run by Levesque's close friend Shawn Michaels. But with Levesque back in the position of hiring and recruiting talent, there will still obviously be some influence. The former WWE champion remains retired from in-ring competition after his cardiac event in 2021. So what are your thoughts on today's Wrestling News Roundup? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe to Wrestling Inc. and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.